who this scientist is I heard about.
It's amazing to think that this tree predates New Atlantis. Can you imagine all the changes it's seen?
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this.
What's wrong? You sound concerned.
Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought. Does it hold some sort of special significance?
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait. You're not mocking me, right? People. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
Sure, I guess.
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
What can I help you with?
Oh, just it's a fetch quest. Okay. Well, I might put this in a video, I don't know. That last mission I did was... I don't know. It was good. I think it was actually a pretty fun mission. You don't really do too much besides just, grabbing a few things and lockpicking. But... I'm really just trying to go to a different planet and start exploring, but I really want to get some side missions done. I don't want to be too underprepared. Like, what was that? Whoa! Oh! That is actually really cool. How come I can't do that? Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything really here. Might as well just skip until I finish all this, I guess. Oh, there's one right here. So I gotta go across there. Who are you? Oh, no one. Cool. Oh shit, my bad. That was bad. Okay. How the hell do I get over there, I wonder?
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
I'm looking for biosensors, not eggs.
Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Okay. That's kind of weird.
Can't go away. Just
Oh, shit. Let's go talk to this individual about why she bought the egg. That doesn't make sense. They do look like eggs, I guess. Oh, look at that, I almost maxed that out yet.
need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right?
Really? Thank you. So you gotta remember to take your helmet on and off. I wish there was a toggle button for that. Let's see what this individual has to say for
I'm
herself.
pleased to report that our stocks are currently being maintained at 90% or higher. I'm sure we have anything you might need. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
Actually, you need to buy an egg.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it?
Let's see. It's a scientific piece of equipment.
Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Really? Oh, come on. Alright, fine.
Pleasure doing business with you.
You are an unbelievable lady.
Oh, well, certainly.
Weapons. Oh, she has weapons. Damn, a Grendel costs a lot. You got a lot of nice ones. Is that a light machine gun? Oh, shit. Well, it's a smart gun. Look at the grip and handle of that thing. Oh. One of those guns I found. Space Marine helmet? Nah. Robles, aid. I'd rather find my own resources more than anything else. Now, ammo might be something I want to invest in. Hold on.
You mean besides providing a pleasant face for customers to interact with? It's all in the name. We distribute materials and products all around the United Colonies. Never a dull moment. Always something going on, and 4 other things we need to be ready for. I know some people don't believe it, but we really do the best we can. Wouldn't still be working here if I didn't care.
Oh yeah, you care, alright.
Right. Come back if you need something else.
Not likely, lady. You scammed me out of 100 credits. That's some shit.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want is to charge you.
How do I get back over here? This seems like a long way. Wait, what was that?
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
And there are so many missions to do. I haven't even left for the main objective yet. I think I'm just trying to absorb everything, get as much gear as I can. I mean, the credits are there. The credits are everywhere.
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is requested.
I feel like it'd help if I had a couple cheat days.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so we finally made it back.
If it isn't my favorite almost alive assistant, what can I do for you? Any luck tracking down those sensors? So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data. Give it a moment.
Do I actually have to wait?
Just another moment.
Oh, I actually do have to wait. Okay.
It is working, isn't it?
That's what I want to ask you.
Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Doesn't sound like good news.
Well, from a certain point of view. In an admittedly somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be, well, disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in MAST at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Well, it's not too bad. Check in on Cretan later. What? You just... Really?
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself. Thank you for your help retrieving the biosensors.
It's been a while since we did this one. I wanted to see what happened with this tree. Last time was just a simple fetch quest. We grabbed some stuff, and we were able to help him out with his research, but he hasn't really gotten back to us yet.
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again.
Last time I saw you, you were pretty agitated. Actually, let's say it looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good.
Must have some kind of plan, yeah.
I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
Now you need my help again? Let me guess, a co-worker and a jilted lover?
What? No, that is ridiculous. I am a professional. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
Why won't Emilio turn over the data to you?
He's held a grudge against me for years. It's petty, really. I'm sure he thinks that doing this now will hold back my career. He wouldn't listen when I tried to explain this isn't about me. There are bigger concerns.
Sure, why not?
Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process.
Out on a limb. Okay, well, might actually help him out. It's really close by. Right. Wait, so survey says I'm still missing fauna, flora, and resources. If there's different ones on different planets. Alright. So he's over there. Hopefully this won't be hard
I'm
to
just
convince
at
him.
important research happening here. Could you stand a little to the left? I think you're blocking my readings.
Okay then. What are you doing out here?
Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done.
Best to be honest.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Is he seriously that desperate? No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
Oh, that's interesting. Empath. I know how you feel. This is frustrating for you, but you need to do the right thing here. It'll all be cathartic.
Yeah, that's all very touching. But cathartic or not, my career would still be in flames. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in MAST.
Sounds shady. Well, what do you want me to do exactly?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Sounds shady. I don't want to even do that.
Then I guess we don't have anything else to discuss, and Kelton can just forget about getting his hands on the data. See you around.
Dude, it's shady as hell. Really? Wait a minute.
Changed your mind, did you? Willing to help me get a promotion? Wait, really? Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'll follow your lead, but I wish handling our tree issue didn't involve using illegal methods to get the job done.
I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a back door into the MAST network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
How about you just give me Keaton's data now, we'll skip the rest.
Sorry, that's not on the table.
That was only like 4, okay. There's a way to get ahead. There has to be a way we can work this out.
There is, and I already explained exactly what it is.
Okay. Handing over the data right for him to do, he will not do that. Maybe this isn't the way to get ahead.
I just want to make a name for myself, you know? I'm sure you can understand. Okay, look. Just hear me out, all right? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
No, not gonna do it.
Fine, you win. Just get out of my sight. And tell Kelton to stuff it.
Yes, thank you. Persuasion for the win. Alright. I was shady, and I didn't like the fact that Sarah didn't like it either, so I was like, there has to be a way around this. Though I do want to see what happened if we actually, did it though. But I'm trying to go the good guy route, at the very least.
I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial. That he is. I'm sorry that you had to put up with him, but this data is vital. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
I'm just doing my part.
And I appreciate it. Thank you for your assistance.
Hey, 25. Out on the limb, alright. Checking on... Okay. Well, I guess this is continuing. Alright, we are back. I don't know, I think I might make this one large video since it's just simple, like, just fetch missions. You just go talk to someone, persuade them, or you go collect some stuff. Some of these missions don't really have a lot of, like, I don't know. They don't seem to have too much adding to the story besides getting credits. Well.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
I'm always eager to help.
You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening.
Wait, what? I don't understand what that means. What do you mean by it's listening?
It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
Define bad news.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself, and some nearby portion of the city, to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response. And clearly, none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City.
Weird choice for a peace offering. Well, I mean, I guess it's a nice gesture.
Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
First, what was that this old saying? Your first thought is usually the right one.
Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch.
Got it.
I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kastler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Okay, fair enough. Looks like I'll be going off-world. So let me go ahead and head back to the ship. Give me 1 second, guys.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Thank you. So let's see what this is going to be like. Let's see. Let's go on the map. Care City, we're going to land. Alright, cool. This is a Freestar Collective. That's the, didn't they have a war with the UNC, I believe?
Landing site looks good. Let's set it down.
Right, there's Lynn.
I'm listening. I'm right behind you.
Sarah! Sarah, good to see you again, my dear friend. I expect to hear some exciting tales when you two return.
I'll try, but I doubt any of them will compare to the spectacular tales that we hear you spin.
Awesome.
Hey, you might want this.
No, I'm good.
Oh, pardon me. Was that your stomach or mine?
Okay, you're just following me. Talia Coster, alright. And we've been to a lot of different places. You're just sitting in the rain, aren't you?
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so You may want to steer clear. I guess that'd be the marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
It's over with.
All right, here we go. The Co-Heritage Museum.
Here for a half day? Full day?
A half day. I talked with Miss Cap.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history.
Nice.
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself.
I travel a lot. I can keep my eyes open for things for your museum.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
What kind of documents are you looking for?
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests. Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
Sure, why not?
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
Well, that's interesting. All right, what about that tree branch?
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
I'm helping MAST, yes.
Most in the collective aren't overly fond of MAST, or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the colony war, you know. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized, nor particularly inclined, to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Convince or steal? Well, I don't want to steal, so let's see if I can convince her. Let me go ahead and try to save real quick.
Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Oh, it's only 4. Okay, great. Hand it over now. That's not gonna happen. I'll bring it back when I'm done. Make sure no damage is done to it. I could say this.
I guess I don't
Yes!
want to include anything important. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
I am so happy. I can't believe it was that easy. Critical success, man. Awesome. Alright, so I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Frontier and give this one back to him.
Head to my crew position.
Take off.
Escape ejected. Spotted. Achieving orbit now.
Awesome. Alright. No, hold on. The way I see it, I have at least 2 main missions done. So it's part 2 and part 3 if they're not too short. I guess? I don't know. I'd rather stick with her, just to be honest.
I
Aquila City has what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City?
Fortunately, it has. She does not like me very much.
Well, I'm sure she'll get over it. Or perhaps you could simply avoid Aquila City. Maybe the entire Freestar Collective. No great loss there. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. But I hope that's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it.
I don't have much of a singing voice, but I can try. But I should actually see how we play this.
An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. I have no doubt that you will.
This mission is very interesting. It's been some... Actually, it hasn't been a lot of combat.
Move to Gagarin.
Really?
What's the commercial district? Hoping to save up enough money to get a new ship. I think with a new ship, I think I should be set. Right. Let's head up here and go take a left. Now this is the part... Well, no, let me rephrase that. I had a crash happen around here a couple of times. I'm not sure if it's like a thing or maybe it's just a system bug. I don't know.
I know your type.
You can't
Freewheeling space.
You just can't.
Must be nice.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Very true. Broadcast. Run diagnostic. Diagnostic. Upload file. Run diagnostic. I wish there was actual hacking in this game. Seems like it would be a good feature to have, at least.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a sneak.
Okay, let's go ahead and go back to the MAST district. I love the free fast travel feature. It's so...
Evening, sir.
It's so good because it incorporates everything you really want.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
What happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
13, nice.